Here's the thing you have to understand. Even though the Bible is not everything God will say, it is the foundation for everything he is saying. If you cannot connect what you believe the Spirit of God told you to the Word of God, there is deception. Right? So, in the Greek, there is what is known as the rhema and the logos, right? The rhema is the spoken word of God. It's when a word from the Lord is so specific to you. It's direction. It's the word of God tells you, hey, you're going to move to Japan. You're not going to find that in the book of Psalms. You're not going to find your government name is telling you like, hey, you're going to move to Japan. But when you look at the conditions and the circumstances and where you are in life and all of that, you can trace the character of that word connected to the season you're in to know, is this the Lord? And what I mean by that is, if you are in a place where maybe you are in, this is a random example, right? Let's say you're in the United States and you live in Cleveland, right? And, you have this jealousy, towards people that live in Japan. Right. And you're just like, man, they just look like they're having the best time of their lives. And I just feel like I'm suffering in this dead end job and this and that. And then the next day you're like, you know what? God told me to move to Japan. Now, why it would not be the character of God? Because for the Lord to affirm an idol is not in his nature. Right? Because you've already made Japan like an idol in your heart, and you are not addressing the frustration, the bitterness, the discontent. God deals with your heart. So for the Lord to bypass your heart and give you a word that affirms the desires of your flesh is not in his nature. Now, you would not know that if you don't study the word of God. So now you're going to tell people, man, the Lord told me to move to Japan. I just knew it. I heard the voice of God. You could have heard the voice of something, but it was not the voice of God. And so the Bible, the written word of God, would be the foundation for everything he is saying, everything he has said, and everything he will say. It is not the totality of his voice, but it is the foundation of it. And so if you're going to be someone who wants to understand the prophetic, you want to flow in the things of God, you want to know the voice of God, you have to be anchored in the word of God.